I like to think of the knife as one of the most innovative inventions in human history. Knives have been around since the early days of man. They have so many uses, such as preparing food, cutting cord, opening packages, dressing game, making a spark, splitting wood, sharpening tools, cleaning and much more. In this video, I will review the many different kinds of knives out there, and talk about what makes the HideAway knives stand out from the rest. Number 1. Folding blade knife. Just about everyone has a pocket knife with a folding blade laying around. This is great because the sharp edge can be protected inside the case to avoid unnecessary accidents. A folding blade is not as durable as a fixed blade, but it is much more concealable that a folding blade can make a great EDC option if you're worried about safety and carrying convenience. Many folding blades have convenient configurations such as lock backs, liner locks and pocket knives that allow you to lock the blade into place, use a mechanism to reclose the knife, and keep the knife in your pocket for everyday use. Number 2. Fixed blade knife. Fixed blade knives offer more strength, comfort, and are easier to clean. Many times the blade and handle are made from one long piece of metal, with the handle material attached to the handle part of the knife for an easier grip. A fixed blade is stronger and more reliable than a folding blade. A joint can be seen as a weakness in many aspects. The blade of this knife does not fold or slide. Because of the solid, non-moving body of the knife, this is arguably the strongest of the many variations of knives. Many of the fixed blade variations will be touched on more below. Number 3. Utility knife. A utility knife is used for many general purposes. The term utility knife can be used for either a folding or a fixed blade knife, and can come in a variety of designs and lengths. With so many types of special knives available, many times you may need a knife for all other various jobs. This type of knife can often be found in the workplace. Larger fixed blade utility knives are often used outdoors for activities such as camping, hiking, and fishing. These knives are often not used for self-defense or as a weapon. Some uses for this knife can include cutting paper, slicing fruits and vegetables, opening boxes, whittling, cutting off clothing tags, cutting zip ties, shaving, opening a bottle, filleting a fish, and miscellaneous, quick cutting jobs. Number 4. A neck knife is worn around the neck, often by a cord, or in our case, a ball chain necklace. It's usually a small suspended fixed blade knife. This type of carry is convenient because it keeps the knife always at hand, and can be concealed under the shirt. A form-fitting sheath keeps the blade hanging upside down, keeping it securely in place and convenient to grab. By carrying the knife this way, the dominant hand can be used to draw the knife while the other hand is free to hold the sheath in place. Neck knives usually have one edge and are typically under 4 inches. HideAway knives make perfect neck knives, and always come with a ball chain necklace sheath attachment free with every knife purchase. Number 5. Butcher knife. A butcher knife is a knife with a large blade used mostly for cutting meat. This knife is used all over the world in the meat processing industry. This knife can be found in most kitchens. Other similar meat-cutting knives include the carving knife and the cleaver. The carving knife is designed for slicing thin cuts of meat and often has a blunt or rounded point. The cleaver is similar to the butcher's knife, but has a lighter and thinner blade for precise cutting. Number 6. Machete. When it comes to survival knives, size matters. If your blade is too big, however, you may not be able to use it efficiently for small detail tasks like precision cutting or dressing small game. What makes the machete so effective is its ability to chop through wood and dense brush, and hammering a heavy object through thick material such as heavy wood. Number 7. Hunting knife. A hunting knife is used primarily for field dressing, skinning and preparing game, as well as for safety. This knife can also be used as a weapon. A hunting knife can be a fixed blade or a folding blade. Hunting knives are traditionally designed for cutting rather than stabbing, and usually have a single sharpened edge. The blade is slightly curved on most models, and some hunting knives may have a blade that has both a curved portion for skinning, and a straight portion for cutting slices of meat. A quality hunting knife will be enough to do everything the average hunter needs and more. When you're choosing a hunting knife, it's important to consider how you'll use it and the type of game you plan to hunt. Number 8. Swiss Army Knife. A Swiss Army knife, also known as a multi-tool, is a knife that includes any one of a range of portable hand tools that combine several individual functions in a single knife. The smallest are credit card units designed for carrying in a wallet or on a key ring, but others are designed to be carried in a pocket. The term, Swiss Army knife, was coined by American soldiers after World War II due to the difficulty they had in pronouncing Offiziersmesser, the German name. The Swiss Army knife generally has a main blade, as well as various tools, such as screwdrivers, a can opener, and many others. These attachments are stowed inside the handle of the knife through a pivot point mechanism. This knife is manufactured by Victorinox, and originated in Eibach, Switzerland in 1981. Number 8. Kukri. The kukri is a blade used by the Nepalese people. The design of the knife is well suited for close combat, which is the reason the natives were captivated with it. Apart from the native users, this traditional knife has gained popularity across the globe among hunters, collectors, and also as a survival knife. While most famed from use in the military, the best kukri is the most commonly used multipurpose tool in the fields and homes in Nepal. Its use has varied from building, clearing, chopping firewood, digging, slaughtering animals for food, cutting meat and vegetables, skinning animals, and opening cans. Number 9. Balisong. A balisong, also known as a butterfly knife, is a folding knife that features two handles counter-rotating the tang so that the blade is concealed between the two handles. This knife was typically used by the Filipinos as a self-defense and utility knife. The balisong knife is popular among knife collectors. The knife can be manipulated, called flipping, and is performed for entertainment using many tricks, like the HideAway trainer knife. This knife can come in trainer versions to practice flipping in a safe manner. This knife is illegal in many areas of the world. What makes a HideAway knife stand out from the rest? The HideAway knife is a fixed blade. It stays in place and cannot be folded down. This makes the HideAway a strong knife in itself. When the HideAway knife is grasped, it becomes an extension of one's own arm. This is what makes the HideAway so unique. The HideAway can be used as a utility knife for just about every purpose. In addition to this, it offers hands-free use. It is easily accessible, ultra-concealable, and can be hidden in plain sight. One drawback of a fixed knife is the necessity of a sheath. Because the HideAway is so small, we can make a matching sheath that is both concealable and safe. As you can see, there are many different criteria for choosing a survival knife. You must decide on which features you need your knife for. There are many different features and styles that come down to your personal preference. Visit us at hideawayKnife.com for more. HideAway knife. Easy to use. Easy to conceal. Fast to access.